Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's got a lot of people talking and raising some serious questions about the use of public funds. It involves a bit of a wild adventure, so buckle up. We're talking about the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit's leaders taking some pretty extravagant trips, including a 14-day African safari. Now, this isn't your average professional development trip. It's a full-on adventure with giraffe feeding and guided tours through the Great Rift Valley. But here's the thing, it's all being funded by public money. And that's where things get interesting. Now, I'm not here to judge whether these trips are justified or not. But what I am here to do is break down the implications and the broader context of this story. So, let's dive in. First off, let's talk about the context. The Montgomery County Intermediate Unit is supposed to be all about supporting schools and saving taxpayers' money. But here we have their leaders spending tens of thousands of dollars on international trips. Now, I think what makes this really interesting is the level of oversight and transparency. It seems like the board members might not have been fully in the loop about these trips, and that raises some serious questions about accountability. Now, I'm not saying these trips are inherently wrong, but the way they were handled definitely raises some red flags. Now, let's talk about the implications. Public finance experts are questioning whether taxpayers should be footing the bill for these trips, especially when they include extensive leisure time. And that's a valid point. We're talking about public funds here, and it's important to make sure they're being spent wisely. Now, I think what this really suggests is a deeper issue with how these organizations are structured. They operate largely outside of public view, and that can lead to a lack of scrutiny. Now, let's talk about the personal perspective. I think what many people don't realize is the potential for abuse of power. When you have a lot of public money at your disposal, there's always the risk of it being misused. And that's why transparency and accountability are so crucial. Now, let's bring it back to the story. The executive director, Regina Speaker, defended the trips as legitimate professional development. But here's the thing, some of the expenses lacked receipts or didn't specify the destination. And that's where it gets murky. Now, I think what this raises a deeper question about the level of oversight and the responsibility of the board members. They might not have been fully aware of the details, and that's a problem. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. This isn't an isolated incident. It's a recurring theme in intermediate units and other regional educational agencies. They receive a lot of public money and are often given wide latitude in how to spend it. But that doesn't mean they should be flying off on safaris. Now, let's wrap things up. I think what this story really suggests is the need for better transparency and accountability in how public funds are being spent. And it's up to us, the taxpayers, to make sure that our money is being used wisely. So, what do you think? Are these trips justified, or is there a better way to spend public funds? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching.